Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Storyteller time. Well, let me get situated. Okay. So, the other day I made a great video that was going to turn into a greater project. It was taking these logs and milling them down with what I have. And then I they've been in the garage for a long time and they sat outside for a while, and I said, then I'll just, at the end of the video, I said, I'm just going to throw them in the basement, weigh them. When they stop losing weight, they'll be dry. And then I can use them for the project. And I said, I'm kiss of death. I said, but I'm not going to bother sealing the ends because these are pretty dry, they're pretty small. Well, I went down there yesterday and they've completely cracked. Oh, and we determined that this is probably ash. This is most definitely oak. Look at that, nice split right down the middle. These were going to be lamp bases. And this one, which is cherry from I think from a neighbor's tree, completely checked and cracked. Firewood. But then, yesterday my wife said, I wish we had some stands, I'm listening, for some of these items. I'm going to show you real quick. We have this little dish, a souvenir from our road trip to the Grand Canyon. And my wife would like it to sit like this on the shelf. We have this medallion with a rabbit on it. I'll explain in a second. And we have these two glass orbs with a stamped animal on the top, so making them very top heavy. In other words, if you sit them like this in something, they want to slide down, very heavy. These are called, these three, and I better not bring them, they're called Monkeyshines. You can look it up, you can Google it. In Tacoma, Washington, where we live, once a year for the last, I think it started in '04, but I'm bad at dates. A glass artist started making these and hiding them throughout the city. Well, it's grown huge. I think this year they hid 3,000 glass items, and as well as a bunch of other pieces of art called rogues, if they're not made by, and each one coincides the animal with the year of the Chinese zodiac. So around Chinese New Year, they start hiding them. It's a great, I guess you could call it a scavenger hunt, but it's more of an awesome time to go out and meet people that normally won't really interact or talk. When it's time of the year here for Monkeyshines, everybody is friendly. Social media gets nicer. It's really a weird phenomenon. So, but really Google it. It's Monkeyshines Tacoma. So I realized that I have probably enough little bits of wood in here that I could get some of those stands out of this. I don't know if that's even going to work. That's what I'm going to try today. So I'm going to do some calculating, which, it's pretty precise stuff, and go from there. In addition, I want to make something else, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time and wood because I don't want to make this video too long. So that'll be a surprise if we do it. So let me figure out what I'm going to do for what, and we'll just kind of get started with it, I think. Okay? Okay. I took it down from this to this. There's still a huge, hang on. The wood is cracked right here, and it runs all the way down. See it in the back? So my thinking is I'm gonna get the table saw out, run it down there, and let that be the natural angle for the stand. And I think I'm going to use, it's got divots in it, and I think I'm going to use 2 small nubs of dowel to hold it up against the angle of the naturally cracked wood. In my head, this is genius. But in my head, there's a lot of strange things that go on. So, you know, let's try it. I'm not making you watch every step of this because there's not enough time in a day. But I'll try and at least show you some of what I'm doing as I go. Fair? Deal. Boy, I don't know what we're getting here. Maybe? Okay, I don't know how much of that I'm going to show you because, yes, this blade is very dull. It's unplugged again, by the way. Very dull and not really good for what I'm cutting. But got through it. Only a couple of little burns. But here's where we're at. Out of all that wood, I got a piece that isn't too cracked. Notice I didn't say not cracked. And I think it's going to work just right for this. Okay, we're notching it here, here, and I'm gonna take the rest out probably just with a chisel and do some sanding. We'll see. I don't even know if it's gonna hold it, to be honest, until I get it done. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. We'll see. Okay, I have to kind of back cut this, or I guess back chisel it, to see if I can get it to be stable, because I don't think she wants it to look cute and then fall off the shelf in a week. Nope. No. Try again. Okay. Don't know if this one's much better. I took the leftover, I took the leftover piece that I had said I didn't like, and I cut a more aggressive angle. I feel like we're getting there, but I think I need to take a little off of the, a little more off the back so that it sits, yeah. A little more off the back. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? It's not going anywhere. Well, let me cut it to size, get it cleaned up, and we'll look at it again together and you can decide, okay? I think that's fair. I rough sanded it. It's probably gonna be fine, but I'm paranoid. So I marked the back around the butt, if that's what that's called on a decorative souvenir glass bowl thing. And I'm gonna use my rotary tool and sand out a little of that just to give it a little doop, to fall into a little bit. Mostly because it's not heavy, but it's heavier than it looks. So I think that would just be a little safer. So let's try that, and then we'll get to cleaning it up and go from there. Well, oh yeah, that's already more stable. Okay, I'm gonna grind away at that a little deeper because it's a little crooked. No, not really, a little bit, a little deeper. And I think we're gonna wrap that one up and move on to the next one. She's done. I am gonna sand it a little finer and put a finish on it, obviously, but I'm gonna wait until I have all the other ones ready, because any way I can postpone sanding things is a good thing in my book. So what say we try the medallion next and see if I can lose a finger doing that. Okay, I roughed out. What the heck was that? I roughed out a piece of the, I believe it's ash. And, yeah, God. Yeah, I think it's ash. Anyway, roughed out a piece. We're going to do a basic, I'm going to get a basic groove cut in it. Like that. Can you see that? Lighting might be a good idea. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make a groove and then maybe make it a little less tall and drop our medallion into the groove. It sounds so simple when you talk about it, you know? But watch. You just watch. Watch what's going to happen, all right? All right. You're going to like this, so I figured I'd show you. What I did is I just ran the, set the height of the blade, ran it through a whole bunch of times. Not a whole bunch. 5. And made equal cuts, so then I can just, in theory, go in here and break the pieces out, clean up the bottom, and we'll have a beautiful holder for our medallion. Look at that. Oh, drop it into your stomach. Hang on. Okay. I think this one's going to go a little easier than the last one. But what do I know? Okay. Ta-da! So now I'm going to cut it as wide as I want it. And then I'm going to cut off the front just a little bit to show more of the medallion while it's sitting in there. Yep, and I like the idea that you guys came up with about using a little bit of hot glue on either side. That's why I keep you here. That's why I let you come into my garage. You're very helpful. I appreciate it. So, without further ado, another one cleaned up, and then we got to go on to the orbs. I think I have an idea, and I have a couple of challenges. So, well, I have a lot of challenges, but I think I have another idea, so we'll see. All right. We're going to jump ahead and then we'll go back. I decided to play with some of that crappy lumber from my old VW hoist that I decided was no good. Chucked it up in the lathe. Used my good carbide tools. Got a respectable finish on it. Put it on the drill press with my crappy hole saws and made a hole. Bam! Would you look at that? Tell me you know you would display that in your house. So don't think you're going to come over here and take mine, but look at that. So I'm going to make another one real quick for the other orb. And I'll show you what I did a little bit. Not too much though, because I got trade secrets and stuff. This is going to take a lot of cleanup, but I'm happy. An old piece of fur that's been sitting in the corner for a month in this shape is this. Okay, stand by. Yep, it's a bit rough, which I expected. And I'm going to hit it with a whole bunch of sandpaper. Won't make you watch all that because that's boring. Just going to hit it with some 80 grit, bring it down, get it close, and then we'll get the hole drilled. Okay, I showed you a little sanding for one purpose. Take the tool rest off before you sand. I've seen so many videos where people get their hands up in here. Look at me, all Mr. Safety. See, I'm trying to hurry. Yeah, so anyway, they're up here sanding like this with the tool rest. And I just know it's going to end bad, so don't do that. And that's why I didn't do that, and that's why I made you watch me sand for a minute. Okay, she's all clamped in. We're going to go a little from this side, flip it over, and go from the other side. Meet in the middle, and we'll be set. This thing is very low torque, and so I have to go really slow because these are really crappy bits too. So I'll show you a minute, but I'm not going to make you sit there and watch molasses come from the jar. Aha! There we go. Beautiful. All right. Clean this one up like the other one. We're golden. All right. I've opted for a quick coat of teak oil. Why? Because I have it. Then I'm going to set it in front of the diesel heater while I go inside and have some lunch. I'm going to walk you through this 3-stage polishing real quick, like. Not going to make a big production out of it. We want to wrap this thing up, so we have our, this one is, it's like a triple something compound. This one's white gold, and then it's got a final, it's a wax. And we're going to run one of these through each of them so you can see it, and then I'll go finish the rest. Okay? Okay. And you can see it takes a nice shine to the wood. That's on top of that, what do we use? Whatever we used. Teak oil finish. And just a little bit of time on the buff. And I'm going to do the other ones without you because I don't want to bore you. Maybe if you're good, I'll bring you in the house and show you the finished product. But act right because my wife's in there, okay? I'll be right back. Much to our dismay, my daughter's little dog, Wally, has taught my 64-pound dog that you just lay on the back of the couch, so she thinks she's a little dog or a cat, but she's not. Anyway, let's go do the finale. Whoa. I'm pretty happy because, again, it's scrap wood, and these things, finding these and hunting, and it's just been a long-standing tradition and our little memory of our trip there that we talked about. So it was a good day in the shop. I hope you had the same. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.